Hello everybody and welcome. If I said to you, what is your why? What would that mean to you? What is your why? Why? Well, we've been looking throughout these videos on how to be a leader, what it takes to be a leader, what leadership qualities, what leadership skills are needed, and how you can become a more effective leader if you're already a leader. We've explored different things, and many of them I would say are fairly traditional, if you like, fairly classical, but important. More recently, we've been talking about things that are maybe a little bit more under the radar. And this question of why happens to be one of them. My name is Igwe. I have over 35 years experience leading, creating and growing teams across 5 different markets where I've lived and worked, and in particular across Europe, Middle East and Africa. So for me, the idea of leadership, how to be a leader, how to grow as a leader, has always been part of my makeup. But if I said to you, what is your why? Would you understand that? It's fair to say that it's been popularized more recently through various individuals, books, and also the personal development sector. But I came across the question of the why over 25 years ago when I met and have worked with and engaged with my mentor, Bob Proctor, who is a guru in the field of the mind. And one of the key things that he taught me, and I've carried on, is that when you define your why, it helps propel you forward. You see, in business as leaders, there are going to be really tough times when things are out of control in your team, in your department, on the project you're working on. It could be geopolitics, it could be environmental, or it simply could be you. There are moments where we get challenged. And so you see, the idea of knowing your why is so incredibly important. Because if, for example, I take this is my why on the back of this little goal card, as Bob Proctor calls it. On the back of this goal card is my why, is my vision, is the reason I do what I do and helps me to lead people. So let me give you a very simple analogy, simple scenario. Teachers, doctors, nurses, midwives, if you ask them, they would say, it's not a job that they're doing. It's not work. It's more of a vocation. Now, I know that that's not totally true now. The world has changed. Things are more complex and so on. But my mother was a teacher for the entire career. My wife is a midwife. So I know something about that and I have lots of friends who are doctors. They consider what they do to be a vocation, which you could translate into a why, a reason beyond the fact that they go in and work. It's the fact that they save lives, they help people. And when you weigh up, on the one hand, those that don't get as well paid as others, for example, teachers, nurses, midwives, doctors may get incredibly well paid, but they put incredible hours in as well. But they do it because they have a sense of purpose, a sense of reason. And that's what you need to have as a leader. Find out and determine what it is that you want to do to be seen. Those are individuals. That could be a corporate why as well. Another simple example is those organizations that are working towards curing some sort of illness, providing a drug. Or it could be car manufacturers who are looking to create electric cars in order to minimize pollution. There are reasons that these companies do that, which are way beyond where they currently are. So just giving you a sense of the why. You see, the why is an emotional connection outside of yourself, whether you believe in God or have a divine view or a spiritual view or the universe, whatever you want to call it. But your why has to be a higher, bigger, greater calling than just going into the office, managing your team, leading your team, earning your salary at the end of the day or the month or the year. And that's the reason why it is so important to define, understand, and clarify. So how do you go about doing that? But I've broken it down into very, very simple words. So your why has to be a statement. A statement that you make, that I have on my card, which is a positive statement, which is a short statement, easy to remember. And it can be remembered not just by you, but by others, which is why, if it's short, it helps in terms of leadership. But equally, and perhaps most importantly, it has to engage the emotions. You see, without the emotion of you being able to see where it is that this vision, this idea is going to take you, it's very hard to make it into a reality. So I would say the two pinch points are really positive and engages the emotions. And let me give you an example. As a leader, you could say, my why is to inspire those I lead to discover the jewels in themselves so that they can become greater and better human beings and achieve amazing things. Now that's a longer one, but I just want you to get, the reason I use that one is more because you can see more clearly, I hope, how it engages the emotions. To inspire, that's positive, that's emotional. To inspire your team to deliver something, to inspire your company to achieve something, to find the hidden jewels in the individuals. Because if you see and find those for them or help them bring it out, then that is the reason you do what you do. Because let's not forget that people, yes, they might get the why at a corporate level. They may get the why at a team or project or business level. But they need to get the why from you and your emotion and your passion and your desire to achieve something, because they're more likely to follow you than they are to follow the corporate view. So you've got to inspire them through your words, your action, and your driving them forward. Those are some of the leadership qualities and leadership traits that you'll need to have. Define your why, bring it through so that others can see it and help them to become and achieve what they never thought possible. That's got to be the ultimate motivation in being a leader. Because remember, and I've said this before, leadership is a privilege. It's not a right, it's a privilege. And you have to take that privilege seriously. Once your why is so strong and powerful, it'll propel you forward and propel your team as well. And everybody wins, because the performance financially will be way better, the goals will be achieved faster, and there'll be an environment of fun and enjoyment along the way. So if this video and my comments have resonated with you, then please feel free to like, comment, and share, and of course subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.